Yes, folks, there are witches everywhere. Everywhere you look in America, there are witches. According to Fox News and CNN, there are witches everywhere because Trump has now been accused of being insensitive or offensive for simply using the term witch hunt when referring to the Mueller investigation. Have a look at this.
Witches tend to side with liberals, and you know what they wish President Trump would stop saying about the Mueller investigation?
It's a witch hunt, that's all it is. The witch hunt, as I call it. Russian witch hunt. This is a witch hunt like nobody's ever seen before.
The author of Witchcraft Activism calls the president's use of the term
really disgraceful. I mean, thousands of people were executed in Europe on suspicion of witchcraft.
Sorry, Guy, there's no link between that historical wrong and your present day nuttiness.
There's a lot to be offended by Donald Trump, and I think his use of the term witch hunt is very low on that list of priorities for most witches, but nevertheless, it does demonstrate his ignorance as usual.
Tweeted someone, I guess he will have to start referring to it as a wild goose chase, but then that might offend geese.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, that's a CNN level joke. I think I prefer EU ones. Kathy Aru is the founding publisher of Catalina magazine, and this show's Liberal Sherpa, and it's always...
And for the life of me, I don't know why Tucker Carlson has her on the show. She's just a nutter. Or maybe that's intentional, just to highlight the liberal nuttiness.
It's great to see her. Kathy, where do you stand on this witchophobic, warlockophobic language from President Trump?
It's a new time, and witches are a minority in our country, actually. So we need to respect minorities in our country.
Oh, we need to respect minorities in our country. So here we go again. Here's the latest victim group.
And they're speaking up. And they're saying that this is an old-fashioned term, and it's not acceptable anymore. And as a group, they do not appreciate it, and they would prefer it not to be used. So they're offended by the term witch hunt. Yeah. And there are 1.5 million witches in our country.
1.5 million, really? And they're all left-wing nutters.
And there's 1.4 million people who are Presbyterian.
Right.
So this is a large group.
Right.
Yeah, the
right.
Wiccan.
And nobody talks about Presbyterian hunting.
No, exactly.
I want to come back to that 1.5 million.
Yeah.
But this thing, witch hunting, it's like England had a witch finder general. I think it was Matthew Hopkins. He got paid £1.
Right.
For every witch he found. So it was a real thing.
It was a real thing, of course. Women who were strong, considered strong in our country than the Puritan society, were witches.
Right.
So, yeah, it was a horrible thing, but it's outdated. Just as Donald Trump perhaps doesn't understand that now there's a movement. People who are one with nature call themselves witches.
Right.
Oh, one with nature call themselves witches. So that must mean all the greenies are witches.
Vegans.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Let's come back to that, because that's interesting to me.
What?
These people are not exactly witches. They can't do anything. They tried to put
It's not about hexing.
They tried to put a
definition. It's a new definition of witching.
Oh, a new definition.
What's the difference between that and cultural appropriation, like Rachel Dolezal pretending to be black? If these witches supposedly put a hex on Brett Kavanaugh, and it didn't work.
Those weren't really witches.
Right.
Hexes are not. This group says that that's not about hexing.
Right.
They have nothing to do with the coven in Brooklyn who did the hexing on Kavanaugh.
So
this is another group.
So this is what do you call someone who belongs to a coven then?
Well, that's the whole thing. Within the witch community, they're saying that you know you're a witch for these 15 reasons. It's on YouTube, actually.
Right.
There's these wonderful videos. Instagram has Witches of Instagram with 2 million posts.
Yeah, but
so there's actually like guidebooks on how to be a proper witch in our society.
No, but that's like me saying, I'm now a lesbian Hispanic, because that just like feels cooler.
And it's okay.
So it's okay.
It's totally okay.
So
it's America. It's okay.
So it's self-identity politics.
Exactly.
Which is fine. Yes.
Well,
why not? Why not?
Where's all the cultural appropriation come from?
Well, it has to be respectful, as long as you're not hurting others.
Yeah.
As long as you're not disrespectful. Then.
Well, what isn't this?
Which they're saying Trump is being disrespectful by saying witch hunt.
You're saying there's 1.5 million witches
Yeah.
who can't actually do anything witchy, like put a spell on you, but
There's
they...
witchy things that are not old-fashioned, defined witchy things.
Oh, like, so being able to put a spell on you, that's
Right.
like old school
Yeah,
witches.
that's old school, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is a witch then?
Well, that's what they're saying, that instead of analyzing water, they're enjoying the water. They're drinking the water. It's about spirituality. Yeah. So it's a new movement.
Well, what's the difference?
Millennials are identifying with it. So it's almost like it's going away from Christianity and embracing nature, perhaps being vegan as opposed to eating meat. So.
Oh, well, wait. So you're saying being a witch, like, so it's not like in Harry Potter.
No.
Right.
No. That's movies, TV shows. No.
But in witches, like Macbeth in the old days.
Right. No Shakespeare here. No 1400s.
No, but no magic here. No black magic.
No. There's no hexing. These are good witches.
Good
But
witches.
that's
It's real. It's actually real.
No, but
1.5 million people.
that's like Pat Boone saying, "Oh, I'm black now. We're moving beyond the whole skin color thing." What's the point of any of it then?
Well, that's the whole point, I guess. We're moving in a world where everything should be accepted and should be okay as long as you're not hurting others.
So,
Yes, so long as you're not hurting others, but you are offending me and people like me with your nuttiness.
that basically being a witch now, you mentioned the despised Presbyterians who have now been outpaced
They're
by
not
the
just
witches.
spies. They're just
No,
smaller.
but they're
groups.
like
They're smaller.
yeah, they're just on the downside. They're headed for the,
Christianity's going down and witch is going up.
and so being a witch is just like being a Presbyterian with vegan food.
I guess you could be a Presbyterian. Some witches say you could be a Presbyterian and a Christian and also a witch.
And where do you think the Trump the Trump witch hunt thing, is this a big in the
The witches perhaps feel that he doesn't know when he says witch hunt that there is a witch minority in this country.
And there's also a vampire minority in America as well. And if Trump called someone a blood-sucking parasite, they'd be offended as well, wouldn't they?